Aloha, K-Poi 1059, the Workforce Afternoon.
Aloha, is this Dave Lawrence?
It is Dave Lawrence.
David, hi, this is Wally Palmar from the Romantics calling.
Hey, what are you doing, brother?
I'm sitting here, I'm looking for you. I came all this way. Looking for you, David.
They all do, Wally.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, well, it's a wonderful thing. I'm really lucky to have this great radio show, the Workforce Afternoon.
Where are you from originally?
I was in Boston for
oh, really?
Yeah, I worked at BCN for almost a decade.
BCN?
Yeah, the legendary WBCN.
Wait a minute, what's the guy's name there? Oedipus. Right? Remember Oedipus? I saw him.
It's my boss.
10 years ago when we were there.
Yep.
Oedipus, and I know another name, but I'm not sure.
Tony Berardini, Carter Allen, Charles Lacquadero, Mark Perreno.
Mark Perreno.
Yeah, Mark Perreno. I worked with Mark, too, for a long time. Yeah, Mark's one of my boys.
Because Mark was from Detroit.
From ABX.
And then he moved out, and I knew because his ex-wife was a promoter to Gail.
Gail,
so.
yeah, and she still is. She's a publicist in New York.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she's a...
Boy, you know all these people then.
Well, I worked for Mark for a long time. Mark Perreno was the guy who I first worked for at BCN. I worked for him for 5 long years as his full-time producer for that show that he did, the afternoon show. That's really how I got my start. So, I mean, that station, and I know I've always remembered that the Romantics had a connection to WBCN. So
oh, absolutely. I mean, we did, because they sponsored a lot of the shows when we played the Paradise Theater there, remember? We played there.
Oh, dude, the Paradise. I lived right up the street from that. That's in Austin, Rock City, baby.
Even when we opened for Adam Ant back in like '84, I think we did a show at the Orpheum there, and I believe that they were involved with that. I mean, they were involved with all the shows coming through there.
Ah, it's one of the greatest stations ever.
You know, so yeah.
Well, it's quite fitting, Brother Wally, that you'd look me up out here, and I'm stoked about your show. You're doing this thing tomorrow night. You got the Berlin band also on the bill, and have you ever been to this place, the Aloha Tower Marketplace?
I think throughout the 6 or 7 times here, I must have been through the area at least once, and I passed it by on our way from the airport.
Yeah, you would definitely have passed it from the airport.
There's a nice tower there, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's got a cool little vibe. It's very open, and it's sort of, I remember one time, I've been there a bunch of times, I saw Greg Allman there, and this cruise ship was like departing right behind us.
Oh, really?
As Greg played. It was so incongruous at the moment to have this giant cruise ship is departing, and the palm trees, and Greg's like wailing away on Whipping Post or whatever.
He wasn't playing on the cruise ship, was he?
No, he's in front of it, on like there where you're going to be. So it's so many elements coming together.
Oh, I think it's wonderful, and I got to tell you this. I was just thinking about this, before I called you up. That what better place to be, right, than right here in Honolulu, Waikiki Beach. You're doing doing a Halloween show with a full moon. Because we were walking, once we got in yesterday, we were walking towards the beach at night, and we saw the full moon was blazing up there. So I said, I mean, you can't ask for a better atmosphere.
Ah, bro, that's why I moved here.
Yeah, sure. Are you kidding?
I'm glad that you made it, and I think it's awesome that you took the time to seek me out, especially, Brother Wally, at this magical time of day.
Is there any special meaning behind doing the show at 4:20 in the afternoon?
Yeah, ironically, I came up with the bit for Mark to use back in the spring in 1996, and that's when we first were doing the 420 in Boston. And now that I'm out here, I use it out here, and I have a different sort of bit than we used to do, but... so yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
And all week I've been celebrating John Fogerty through the years at the 420. Mm-hmm. And I know that you probably are eager to get your chance to do a 420 intro. Aren't you, Brother Wally?
Oh, I'd love to. Brother Dave, you're damn right I want to do one. It's your favorite time of day. Have a happy 420, Dave. Aloha, Dave.
Aloha, brother.